At the start of the year, I released a video of me defeating Pokemon Black 2 with just Miltank, and I decided it was time to do another adventure with it. And this time, I'm taking Miltank to the Sinnoh region, to face a whole new set of trials for us to overcome. The rules for this are the same as last time. I can only use Miltank in battle, I'm not allowed to use healing items in battle, but held items are okay, and I'm also allowed to use Pokemon for the sake of HM usage. This is so I can progress through the game and still have complete control of Miltank's moves. With all the rules and the challenge now set, it's time to take on Pokemon Platinum with just Miltank. I was chilling watching TV when my neighbor Cameron barged into my room and said he was taking me with him for us to get our first Pokemon. But before we even got into the grass, the professor stopped us, scolded us, and decided to give us starters Pokemon anyway. And I decided on Piplup, because it can learn Surf and Waterfall, plus I don't want my rival to have a fighting type Pokemon. But him picking Turtwig still caused some issues later. Cameron instantly wanted to challenge me to a battle, and I introduced my true partner for this run, Miltankia, with it completely destroying Turtwig. After a lot more story, boring tutorials, and catching some Pokemon for HM stuff, I could finally start the adventure. I got straight to training up Miltank against all the trainers I could find, until I met up with Dawn in Jubilife City, and got a warning from a guy called Looker about a group called Team Galactic. With a bit more training, I left the city and found Cameron, who wanted to battle again, but Miltank just stomped on his team and put them in the ground. Traveling towards Albig City, a hiker stopped me to give me a move called Rock Smash, and it made me think about some of the issues I'm about to face. The issue is the type of the first gym, which is Rock. Rock-type Pokemon are well known for their high defensive stats, and when up against a Pokemon like Miltank, that is a physical attacker, it's not a good matchup for us. Rock types also resist normal type attacks, which is all Miltank knows right now. So I taught Miltank Rock Smash to help deal with all Rock and Steel types later in the run, and it has a 10% chance of dropping the opponent's defense. However, there are some drawbacks. First, it's a HM, meaning the only way to remove it is by the move deleter in the 6 gyms town, and it only has a base power of 35, so it will get worse the further I get into the adventure. Getting into Albig City, I discovered that the gym leader Rourke wasn't at the gym, so I decided to go into the mines to find him and get him back there so I could challenge him. The battle went smooth. Geodude went down thanks to some Rock Smash defense drops, Onix was a bit of a handful but we smashed him into pieces, and then Cranidos was a bit easier with a 2-hit KO, earning me the first gym badge. I had to loop back through Jubilife City to get to the next gym, but then saw Dawn and the professor being harassed by 2 Galactic Grunts, so I had Miltank stomp on them. And I thought that was the last I would see of them for a while, until I got into Fluorescence Town where they had taken over the local windworks and kidnapped someone's dad. So we slapped the guards, broke in, and battled Commander Mars. Haparugly gave me some issues with Fake Out and Fury Swipes, but Miltank came out victorious. After that, we got back to training against all the available trainers on Route 205 and the ones in Eterna Forest, and got straight into battling the Eterna City gym. Now, I didn't think this gym was going to be an issue, but they came to prove me wrong. Her first Pokemon was Turtwig, and it used Reflect, a move that weakens the damage of physical attacks for 5 turns. And in all my time of playing this game, I have never seen this Pokemon use that move before, and I've played Pokemon Platinum for a long time. But despite that, Miltank was able to squish it. Next up was Cherrim, which used another move I've never seen it used before, Safeguard. This move protects the team from status conditions, like Miltank's Body Slam chance effect to paralyze the opponent. But that wasn't the worst thing. It used Grass Knot, a move that gets stronger the heavier the opponent is, so Miltank's big fat body was now working against us. With a bit of back and forth and healing with Milk Drink, we were able to beat Cherrim. Finally came Roserade, and the first Body Slam did decent damage. Even with it using its Citrus Berry, the kill was in sight. That was until Roserade used Stun Spore. Miltank was now slower, and there was a 25% chance that Miltank just couldn't move at all, and if that happened, I knew I was going to lose, with Roserade using Grass Knot. So, it all came down to this next Body Slam. Hit. Oh, thank God. Oh, praise Mary be. And now that we had trampled her team, I received the second gym badge. Now, I couldn't continue on to the next gym just yet because I needed a bike for the cycling road, but I couldn't get a bike because the owner of the bike store got kidnapped by Team Galactic. So I had to break in, beat up all the grunts, and then take on Commander Jupiter. Jupiter had me a bit worried as her Skuntank used Poison Gas, where this move poisons the target, and then the poison would just take away health each turn, but Miltank was able to heal it thanks to Milk Drink again, and then defeat the Skuntank. Now being able to get my bike, I charged through the cycling road, took a small detour to get the Earthquake TM that I would be needing later in the run, and had a bit more boring story before I was able to make my plan to face against Fantina. We come back to our problem of the gym's typing, which is Ghost. This problem is for both of us normally, as Ghost and normal types can't hit each other. However, I came prepared with Miltank's ability, Scrappy, where its fighting and normal type moves can hit Ghost types. But my advantages kind of end there. Her first Pokemon is Duskull, and it may not have any big damaging moves, but it does have Will-O-Wisp. This move burns the opponent, and Burn will chip away at my life, and this second effect cuts all the damage of physical moves by half. Then there's Haunter with Hypnosis and Confuse Ray, and then there's finally Mismagius. This thing has nothing but special moves on top of its really good special attack stat. And when against a Pokemon like Miltank that has really bad special defense stats, it's not gonna look too well for me. So I went in praying. Nice. Oh, crit. Mismagius is up next. 26. Not really the biggest level cap we've got. Paralyzed. Oh, Miltank's got decent damage. That's actually really good. And Mismagius is out. Nice. And we're going to do Body Slam. That should be it. Oh my god, that was so much easier. That was so much easier than I thought. What? Okay, so that battle went a lot better than expected. But now it was time for my stress levels to rise up, all thanks to this guy right here. Cameron started off with Staravia that had the ability Intimidate, which lowers the opponent's attack stat by 1. And there was no way to counter that. But we got over the Staravia and the Weasel and the Ponyta, but the one Flame Wheel Ponyta managed to get off burnt Miltank, so all of its attacks were now lowered even more. And this really showed against the battle with Grottle. So I'm halved by... That's terrible. Lucky for me, however, the second Body Slam was a miracle roll with a crit and getting paralyzed, but it still took a lot of milk drinking to stay alive whilst beating Cameron. That battle showed me how much I was going to struggle with a lot more upcoming stuff, so I needed to find a way to train up Miltank faster. There was the daycare that was about to come up, but I didn't want to risk Miltank forgetting one of its moves for something I didn't want. However, there was one more thing. The Lucky Egg. This item gives the user 1.5 times extra XP when defeating Pokemon in battle, and it can be found on a Chansey that has a 5% chance of spawning, and then a 5% chance of holding the egg. Oh.
2 hours later.
This took a while, but in the end, I finally got one, and the amount of Chanseys it took? Honestly, it could have been worse. Could have been better. Could have been worse. And this couldn't come at a better time, because now it was facing Maylene and her fighting type Pokemon. I have now faced 3 gyms where having a normal type Pokemon is a problem, and this being the biggest issue of fighting types being super effective against Miltank. But I have something to even out this playing field, with the move Zen Headbutt, a physical psychic type move. Maylene's battle actually went better than expected, with Medicham and Machoke going down pretty easily. The Lucario, however, was doing a bit of damage with Force Palm, but on the turn I expected her to heal, I used Rock Smash to try and get a defense drop. But she didn't, and Rock Smash killed. So, I got the 4th gym badge easily. Now, I could have gone straight to challenge Crash Awake's gym, but I wanted to make a small detour first, to this man right here. This is the move tutor who could teach Miltank all of the elemental punches. However, I couldn't afford them. Now, you can find the shards needed around the region, but some of them just wasn't enough for what I needed for this entire run. Thankfully, there is one more way to find them. The Underground. The Underground is a feature exclusive to the Sinnoh game, where you can mainly dig up gems to trade for furniture or fossils, but if you're lucky, you can find shards. And after a bit of mining, I finally had enough to teach Miltank Thunder Punch. With the preparations now complete, we smacked Cameron's team with it not being close whatsoever, and then taking on Crash Awake. His first Pokemon was Gyarados, who instantly got off Intimidate, and then survived a Thunder Punch. But we managed to take it out. Then there was Floatzel. I used Body Slam to weaken it, and then that Thunder Punch finished the job. Effectiveness to kill it. What? So we finally dealt with Floatzel, but Miltank wasn't left with a lot of health. So I needed a miracle now facing Quagsire. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh no. My speed. My speed. Come on, I need a miracle crit. No! Oh wait! Oh! Miltank! No! Got hyper potion! That's a paralysis. Oh! It got paralyzed. It got paralyzed. Come on. Come on! Oh my god! Ooh, buddy, that got too close for comfort. Oh dear god. So now having the 5th gym badge, I helped out Crash Awake by tracking down a galactic grunt who blew up our bomb in the Safari Zone, as you do. And after defeating him in battle, I ran into Cynthia, who asked me to deliver an old charm to her grandmother. A bit of a sun-changing story pace, but sure. With that task, I got to Celestia Town where I delivered the old charm and encountered an odd man who introduced himself as Cyrus, who was going on about creating a new world and then challenged me to battle, but Miltank took care of his team. Having defeated him, I got the HM for Surf, which finally let me to get to Canalave City where I could finally go to the move deleter and get rid of Rock Smash, and replace it with Earthquake. And I didn't stop there, as I went and got the Shell Bell to help Miltank's health, and then also taught it Fire Punch to give me something else to use against Byron and his Steel-type Pokemon. Byron's battle was actually the easiest so far, with Earthquake and Fire Punch managing to take out all of his Pokemon, getting me the 6th gym badge. And now it was time to sit through a bunch more boring story. And to make this long story short, we had to defend the 3 lakes of the region, home to the 3 legendary Pokemon. So I went off to Lake Valor and found Commander Saturn, who had already taken Azelf and battled me to stop for time, but Miltank dealt with their team easily. With my mission failed, I went to go and help Dawn, who was dealing with Mars, but as I was battling through her team, something very bad happened. Oh no! This move badly poisons the opponent's Pokemon, and does more and more damage each turn, and with her Pokemon just tanking the hits, by the time I got to Perugly, Miltank fell, giving me my first death of this run. So the second time, I gave Miltank a Pecha Berry, and got over Mars and her team. And even with the win against Mars, her team still got Mesprit, so I had to traverse through the snow to go and help Cameron. But I couldn't get up there without the use of Rock Climb, and that could only be used if I had the 7th gym badge. So I got straight to challenging Candace, and Miltank just fire punched her way through to the 7th gym badge. I could finally get up to help Cameron, but I was too late as Cameron had lost and Uxie had been taken and was now transported to the Galactic HQ located in Velstone City. So me and Miltank once again busted down the doors, battled through all the grunts to the top where we found Cyrus and defeated him in battle. We then kicked through where we found the 3 legendary Pokemon being held and battled Saturn again. And this battle gave me a near heart attack. Come on, Miltankia, come on. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm still confused. Come on. No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, Miltank. Come on, Miltank. You can take that. Ooh. Well, unless you snap out of it. It snaps out. Come on, Miltank. Come on, come on. We so got this. Oh, thank God. Right. One more Pokemon to go with 20 HP. That seems doable. I have Fire Punch. We're all good. It's all... Oh, no. Fuck. No. What? Oh. What? Miltankia. Yes. 4 HP. Holy crap. Just keep this in mind. I'm 20 levels above these guys, and they're still almost beating me. So I'm not sorry about being this over leveled. Anyway, I wasn't done with Team Galactic, as they were now at Mount Coronet to try and summon Dialga and Palkia. And that plan almost happened until a mysterious shadowy figure came and took Cyrus away through a portal, and me and Cynthia were gonna follow him. But first I must prepare. The final battle with Cyrus had me stressed for multiple reasons, as this team had so much that could make this battle harder for me. First up was Houndoom and its Will-O-Wisp. If burned, Miltank will be doing less damage. Then there was Gyarados with Intimidate that weakens Miltank's physical. Then there's Crobat with Cross Poison that can poison and has a high crit ratio. And even if that doesn't poison me, he has Toxic. This team was designed with every problem I've had to face and a little bit more. The setup going in was Thunder Punch to deal with all the flying types, Earthquake for Houndoom, Brick Break for Weavile, and then just Body Slam for Stab. I also has a choice between two items, one being the Shell Bell to heal Miltank during the battle, or a Lumberry to cure for burn or poison. I chose the Shell Bell, as if I failed I could just restart and give the Lumberry instead. But my tricks didn't end there, as when I started the battle, I gave Miltank an X attack, just to boost his attack a little bit more, and with this setup, there was nothing that could stop us. I love the rules I make. This is with an X attack. Yes! Down, out, and goodbye. Thunder Punch should just do a one shot here. Alright. Lowered attack, the X attack is still on. This is 4 times with an X attack. This should be fine. There we go. Okay. One more Thunder Punch. Why am I worried? X attacks are fine. What? Uh-oh. It's going to use Toxic. It didn't use Toxic. Huh. Well. It's a mistake. One more Thunder Punch, Crobat is out. The biggest scare on this team is down and out. And next is just Weavile. And with this... Never mind. And with this... Weavile should be out. And we win this battle. Get down now. Yes! We had now overcome a huge hurdle of the run. And I admit, a bit overprepared, but there was no way I was taking my chances repeating the Colress incident. And now, there was just one thing left to do here. Defeat Satan himself, and crown my Miltank the new Demon Cow Overlord. And with that, I crown Miltankia Satan itself. I now hold Satan. I now hold the demon. My Miltankia is God of the Underworld. Yeah, that's a title. Right? With Miltank now being crowned the new devil, we continued our adventure to Sunny Shore City to Earthquake Sweep Voltner and his electric-type Pokemon. Finally, an electric-type gym that doesn't make me want to scream. But I now had to plan the perfect layout I needed to take on the Elite Four and the Champion. The biggest issue was TMs, as they are a one-time use, so I had to plan out everything for each member carefully. The final moveset came to be Ice Punch to deal with Bertha's ground types and most of Cynthia's team, Fire Punch to handle the bug types, Earthquake for Flint and his fire types, and then Body Slam to deal with Lucian and his Psychic-type Pokemon who can't deal with physical attacks. I was fully confident that this setup would get me through the final trials of this challenge. Before all that though came our final battle with Cameron, where everything went wrong. Because not 1, not 2, but 3 of his Pokemon used fighting-type moves, which put Miltank on such low health that his Torterra could kill it with a simple Leaf Storm. So I may have bought a few extra attacks and then went back for round 2, taking on his team a lot easier. It was now time to face the Elite Four, where this became a whole lot tougher than I thought it would be. I managed to burn through Aaron and his bug types with no real problems. But Bertha, I knew her ground types would have high physical defense, and Ice Punch was doing well. That was until her Hippowdon used Yawn. Uh-oh, that's not good. Alright, we've got to take out this Hippowdon. Now. Are you shitting me? Come on, Miltank, wake up. Miltank, can you wake up, please? Alright, you have to wake up now or we're dead. Oh, it woke up! Holy shit! It's not enough! That's not enough! No! Because it went to fucking sleep! Fuck! Okay, so I just go back in and use an X attack. That'll be fine, right? Okay. Oh, shite. Keep in mind, this is with an X attack. I need a crit. I need a miracle. Please, let there be a miracle. No! Miltank can't live that. Miltank can't live that. Miltank. No! No! Oh. Okay. Ow. Alright, Ice Punch should kill. Ice Punch should 100% kill at this point. If it doesn't, I will scream. Oh my god. Okay, so I finally dealt with the old bag, and now was moving on to Flint and his Fire-type Pokemon. What could possibly go wrong? Come on. Come on. Ah, no. Wait, it killed itself. It killed itself. Let's go. It killed itself with Flare Blitz. No! Watch this now. Oh no. That would have killed. It would have killed. Ah, it's a special as well. Fuck my life. Oh, I'm genuinely heartbroken. Ah, no. I got so unlucky with that burn. Like, I'm just thinking about it in my head. I'm struggling when I am like 20 levels above them. Having to use X attacks just to have like a fighting chance. And then Cynthia will be not even, just be under 10 levels under me. Maybe I go away for a bit of training. And then we see how we do.
More moments later.
Now back with Miltank being at level 85, we incinerated Aaron's bugs, froze Bertha's ground types, shook the earth to kill Flint and his fire types, body slam Lucian's psychic type Pokemon, and finally, through all of it, was about to face Cynthia, the final challenge to show that me and Miltank were the very best. So we're going to use one X attack, because I know I'm going to need every bit of help I can get here. Okay, there's special... Oh god, it was a crit, that was a crit. Body slam. Let's do this. That should kill. Lovely. So we're getting a lot more, well, I say a lot, a bit more health back. Earthquake, that's super effective. Yes! Alright, second Pokemon down. And then we're gonna Ice Punch. Come on. Please. Oh my god, no. Yep, there's the move I was worried about. Shite. 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 Come on, come on. Don't do that much. Hold back, hold back, hold back. Oh. So here's what we're going to do. Ice Punch, get a bit of health back. Ice Punch again. So actually that's fine, because this will help regain what Aurasphere took. Not really, but... I let a man have hope. Oh, a higher damage roll. Higher damage roll. Even better. Less S attacks used. Garchomp itself. Okay. The big boy. And I have this ready for you, guy. Ice Punch. Do it. This comes down to... It all comes down to this. This is why I brought Ice Punch. Yes! The biggest scare. The scariest mon is down. It's stab, boosted attack. I just hope it's enough. It should be. Yes, it is! Let's do this, let's do this. Come on, last little bit. Let's go! We're finally done! Oh Thank Jesus! I'm not religious, but still. We had done it. We had taken on so much shit, so many times, came so close to defeat, but Miltank held on and shown its true power. We now sit atop, here in our throne, waiting for our next challenge.